Exercise Balikatan helps ensure interoperability between the Philippines and the U.S. Armed Forces. It also enhances and increases our capability to respond rapidly together and to address situations and other exigencies when called upon. Balikatan, or shoulder to shoulder, is the perfect description of the enduring partnership between the U.S. and the Philippines.
The Philippines and the United States have developed a relationship that's helped the Philippines grow, to help the Philippines secure their own nation. We are here to help the Filipinos build their amphibious capabilities and other capabilities so they can defend themselves and protect their interests. I think Balikatan is a great exercise that's bringing those two of us together.
The AFP is also committed to serving the Filipino people. This was done through the conduct of many humanitarian assistance projects. We were able to deploy and provide medical, dental, and even veterinary services throughout our country. Balikatan also helps us to further expand our reach and increase the number of our beneficiaries, further maximizing our efforts for the Filipino people. The National Maneuver Force Exercise concept provides the opportunity for the armed forces of the Philippines to address or respond to natural or man-made calamities, or as an added muscle to the unified commands to address changing and emerging situations in their security environments. This concept gives a clearer demarcation of the AFP major unit's tasks in times of extreme need. The simulated scenarios test the readiness of the AFP to respond jointly in crisis situations.
There's also a way of bringing both countries together and working out these problems and these challenges and actually doing the planning, etc. is important when we address a no-kidding humanitarian crisis, disaster response, or an actual threat to the security, territorial defense of the Philippines.
The Joint Rapid Reaction Force, or JRRF, allow the armed forces of the Philippines to deploy its forces throughout the country through joint operations, and when needed, together with the U.S. forces for combined operations. This concept makes our armed forces more capable and effective to rapidly respond in the event disaster strikes anytime and anywhere in the country.
The Joint Rapid Response Force is something that's relatively new. It was developed by the Philippine government in order to respond to crisis. So I think it's a great capability. It's going to give them more instantaneous response capability to humanitarian crisis and disaster response and other crises across the range of military operations. Balikatan is an opportunity for us to test that capability. It's really the first time we've developed a scenario that brings a rapid reaction force into the equation.
The landing craft allows us to mobilize, deploy, and redeploy our forces to respond to natural or man-made calamities. This added mobility capability is ideal and gives us an edge in addressing the needs of our country as an archipelago.
And I think mobility is something that we have instituted in a larger extent by using every available asset that we have and we own to move people around this theater. The HIMARS was a pretty popular piece of equipment that we brought to this exercise. It's the first time we've really brought it into the Asian area and utilized it and actually fired it and proved that the HIMARS can be very, very mobile. Beyond just the mobility that the HIMARS system gives those rockets, the fact that we can move it on military sea-lift ships, C-130s, C-17s, adds incredible amount of firepower quickly to a location.
Humanitarian assistance and disaster relief or HADR, exercise concept provides further collaboration and fine-tunes interoperability issues. This, in effect, helps both the U.S. and Philippine forces to adjust our existing capabilities in combined and joint operations concept.
The Osprey has been a vital asset for the United States in a lot of different ways. And during the cooperative health engagement programs that we instituted in Balikatan, it again served that purpose in a great way.
This event also exposes our troops to new technologies and hardware in transporting personnel and logistics. This showcased our capabilities to mobilize our troops in providing humanitarian assistance in areas where needed and when needed. As the AFP moves to the next horizon in its modernization program, Exercise Balikatan is one of the vital components that prepare our soldiers, Marines, sailors, and airmen in handling modern technologies and hardware that are in the acquisition pipeline and those to be acquired very soon.
Balikatan is important because we have a relationship with the Filipinos, and part of that relationship is helping them to grow in their capabilities to handle a variety of situations and challenges that they're going to face out here in the Asia-Pacific region. Balikatan is an exercise that has been going on for a long time, almost 32 years. And during that time, we've watched the Filipino Armed Forces grow step by step, a little bit at a time. In fact, this Balikatan, we were able to bring over 50 observers from Japan. We integrated the Australians into the play of the problem. And then, of course, the United States and the Filipinos were working side by side, shoulder to shoulder, as we say.